Hi guys, and welcome. I'm back with another Flosstube video, and I got a little bit of everything for you today. I hope you all been wonderful the last 3 weeks since my last video. We're doing good here. Just life updates, not much to say. We're just plugging along. It is the busy season again, so we're just going day by day and getting through everything. Work is still really stressful for me. I'm really holding out hope that they hire someone to help us soon. The good thing is my boss and his bosses are all really supportive, and I do hear like you're doing a good job all the time, and so like we're going under, but they know it's not really our fault. So fingers crossed they let us hire someone to help soon, and that'll relieve a lot of stress. Otherwise, let's see. Today was President's Day, so hopefully a lot of you had the day off. I did not, my husband did not, but our daycare was closed. So we had to find a solution, and that meant that the kiddo went to work with Daddy today, and Daddy found someone to watch him while he was teaching classes, but it seemed to work out well. Kiddo was in a great mood tonight and asked to go to bed early, which never happens, but is totally okay with this mama any day. So guess everything worked out well. That's about it for life updates. I did want to share a really funny story with you guys. So one of my husband's jobs is a church choir director, and the toddler and I have not gone to church since COVID started. Because he was only a couple months old, and we were being careful. For a while the church was only doing live stream anyway, but my husband was going the whole time, because even when they were only doing live stream he still had to go and sing and do all the music. But recently we decided that the kiddo and I would start going back to church, and if nothing else, just because that's good family time for us, just driving to and from church and lunch afterwards, and it's time we get to spend together that we just don't get during the week because our life is so crazy most of the time. So we decided to go back, and we were careful, and the kiddo's old enough to wear a mask now, so we've been going, but they haven't had enough people going back to church to like open the nursery, so he sits in service with me. And we sit in the very back, and he's just turned 2, so he's a toddler and makes lots of noise and causes disturbances and whatnot. But it's a small church, and everybody knows us and knows him and has known him since he was born, so it's okay. But a couple weeks ago I took him, and we have a brand new pastor, and she made this big speech at the beginning of the service about how at one point she was going to leave a silence for people to contemplate and things like that. And the second she sat down for this silence that she talked about at the beginning of the service, kiddo starts loudly and repeatedly singing his ABCs just over and over again. And there was nothing I could do about it. He's 2, like, it happened so suddenly and so fast. Taking him out would have caused a bigger disturbance. And so I look up immediately, and the pastor is laughing, which made me laugh. So I'm trying so hard not to laugh out loud, and I'm just like shaking laughing, and he's just saying his alphabet over and over again, and I'm trying to say shh while I'm laughing, which isn't helping. And everyone turns around and looks at us, and they're all, which just made me laugh harder, and everyone's laughing, like everyone just enjoyed it. It was just a very joyous, innocent moment. This 2-year-old just saying his ABCs over and over again during service. And so that was funny in and of itself. But then we're walking out of church, and this older couple comes up to us, and they were telling us how happy they were to hear him saying the alphabet, and they were talking to him saying like, good job, you're so smart. And so they asked him to say his ABCs again for them. And this little stinker starts signing his ABCs, like finger spelling his ABCs. So they had no idea that he was signing. They didn't recognize it as sign language. So they were really confused and looking at him like, what are you doing? Are you trying to count? Like, I don't understand. So I had to explain to them that he was signing, which just made me feel like he was showing off at that point. But I was like, really? You couldn't have been signing during service when it was quiet? That you had to say at the top of your lungs, but when someone actually asked you to say your ABCs and you're going to silently sit there and sign them? So that's life with a toddler. And I don't know. I thought it was a really funny story. I was laughing so hard I was crying while it was happening. And it was just one of those like both horrific moments as a mom, but also like you can't do anything about it, so all you can do is laugh. And hopefully you guys get a laugh out of it too. So I thought I'd share a funny story. I think that's about it for life updates. Before we get into the fun stuff, I have 2 notes. I wanted to share these last video and I completely forgot, so I'll share them now. The first is, so probably, well, it's got to be at least a month and a half now, Stitcherista had a video where she showed how to do loop method with an odd number of strands of floss. And I know that she learned it from another Flosstube video, so I don't know where that originated from at all, but I learned it from her video. She showed how she does it. And I just wanted to share that with you guys. I will link her video where she shows it because I thought that was really awesome. It's perfect for, you know, if you have an odd number of floss, or even if you have an odd number of strands, and if you have an even number of strands, but it's variegated, so you don't want to fold it in half, this method will work. It'll work on any number of strands. And it's not quite as easy as like the typical loop method of 2 strands where you can just fold it in half. So like I think I would still prefer to run under stitches if I have that option, but if there's no stitches around where you're starting, then I think it's a really good method. And I think she also did a video where she ended with the loop method. So if I can find that, I'll link that one too. I think I tried that one, and again, it just wasn't as easy as running it under the threads, but it is still a good option, like if you are doing confetti stitches and there's nothing around. So I thought that was really good skill to learn, and I was excited to learn something new. So I'll link that. The other note I have is a few of you have been leaving on not just my video, but like lots of videos, you've been leaving little emojis as comments. And I did hear a couple people talking about this in their videos. I remember for sure Frosty X Stitch. I don't think she was the first one to talk about it, but she mentioned doing that. And so a couple of you have been doing that on my videos, and I just want to say thank you so much. Like, I think it's the most adorable thing ever, and it really makes me feel good. So thank you for doing that, and keep on doing it. And just for those of you who, you know, don't usually comment, like if there's a way you want to support your favorite Flosstubers, this is like a great way to do that. And I definitely need to get better at commenting on people's videos myself, because I always felt really weird about that. Like I always felt like I know these Flosstubers because I watch all their videos, and you know, I get to know them because they share things about their lives, but they don't know me. So I always felt really weird commenting, because I always felt like they'd be like, who the heck is this weirdo and why is she talking to me? And I know, like, cognitively that doesn't make sense, because commenting on people's videos helps their algorithm, it helps your algorithm for videos that are recommended to you. Like, it's a good thing, it shows engagement, it supports them, but like I could never get over that mental block. So I know that has been like, people have been leaving emojis when they just don't have anything else to say, just to show that they support that person, and it's adorable. And like my last few videos that people have been doing it, it's made me feel so good because I see like the same couple people doing it, and so like I get to know their name and recognize their name, and it's just like, it just makes me feel so good because it's like this person took time out of their day not only to watch the video, but like the 2 seconds it takes to leave a couple little butterflies or flowers or colored hearts, and not just once, but on multiple videos they did that. And it's so nice because it makes me feel like I'm not just here talking to myself. So it motivates me to make more videos if I don't just feel like I'm a weirdo talking to myself. So thank you to those of you who are doing it. And if you are like me and are really self-conscious about commenting on people's videos, like that's a really good way to do it without feeling weird. So I think that's all the notes I have. So if we want to get into the fun stitchy stuff, so I don't have very much haul. I got some Q-snaps and a couple scissors, which you guys don't need to see, but the only other thing I got is I got these document bags. So I got these off of Amazon. They're super cheap. It came in a pack of 12 and every single one is a different color. So you can, organize all your projects in them. It's great. It works just like project bag. And so I'm happy to get those. They are see-through, so you can see what's in them. I was happy to get those because I mentioned last time my cat likes to chew up. I was putting everything in Ziploc bags because I didn't have project bags, and my cat was chewing them up, and I didn't like that because then I couldn't reuse the Ziploc bags, and I hated throwing out all these Ziploc bags. So now I have these and they work great. They do come in other sizes, and you can get packs, like packs of multiple sizes of them. I just got the biggest ones I could find because I'd rather just have a bigger bag than worry about some projects fitting and some not fitting. So I will link these. Like I said, they're from Amazon. They were really cheap for 12 of them. So if it's a great alternative to project bags if you don't want to spend that kind of money. And yeah, the other haul I got was a Valentine's Day present from the hubby. He got me the DMC color card, the stranded one. So this is just absolutely beautiful, and I'm really excited to have that. So that will come in very handy for a couple of projects I have planned in the next year or two. So I was really excited for that. Oops. Now if I can figure out how to close it. There we go. Okay. So on to the stitching. I have one finish. It was really tiny, but okay. So here's my finish. Really, really tiny. This is mini number 5 from the Rosewood Manor Cornwall Cottage sampler book. So the book had the big sampler that I showed in my first couple videos that I finished, and then it came with 5 mini patterns, which I can't show you because it's just the pattern, there's no pictures of them. 3 of them I had finished and shown in previous videos that I'm going to make ornaments out of. I'm also going to do an ornament out of this one, and this is 32 count cream Belfast linen, and I stitched it 1/1 for this. So itty bitty stitches. So that was fun. I think it's really adorable. I love the little tiny stitches. But I am curious if any of you have any suggestions for stitching 1/1, like tips and tricks. If you know any videos that have tips and tricks for stitching 1/1, because I had never stitched on linen before I did the Cornwall Cottage sampler, the big one that was from the same booklet. And I thought stitching 1/1 would be kind of easy, like just similar to Ada, or I've stitched on 25 count 1/1 before. So I thought it'd be very similar, but I struggled a little bit with it. The thread kept wanting to slide under the weave in the linen, and yeah, I just struggled a little bit. So if anyone has any tips and tricks, I am curious to hear them. I don't have any plans to stitch 1/1 anytime soon, but maybe sometime in the future I would like to, because I like ornaments to be on the smaller side. So if I have something I want to make an ornament, but I think it's going to be too big, I would want to stitch it 1/1. So yeah, let me know. Comment below or send me links to videos, because I would be interested in that help. So that's my only finish for this video. So there's one more mini from that booklet, and it's a bigger piece. I can't show you the whole pattern, but it has motifs. So this is the Cornwall Cottage sampler, the whole thing. This is the booklet. And the last mini has little pieces of some of the motifs in here. Like it has these circle chain here, and it's got some, let me see. Oh yeah, it's got these leaves in here too. Actually, this whole motif. So it's basically this motif, but enlarged, and it says welcome under it. And then it has this vine border under the welcome. So that'll be the next one I tackle out of this, and then I'll be done with this very well-loved dog-eared booklet. But I had a lot of fun with this. I just love the colors. They're so rich and regal, so I enjoy that. Okay, so other things I worked on. So I worked on my stocking a little bit, pulled that back out. Well, not my stocking, it's from my cousin's wife, but I'm not really sure where I was the last time I showed this in a video. It has been a while, but I looked on Instagram, and the last time I posted a picture of it on Instagram, I was like way up here. So I've gotten quite a lot done since then. So this is a Bucilla kit. Let me see here. Okay. And it's called Tiffany Nativity. So Bucilla kit. So I'm right about here. So moving right along on that. It is solid stitching, so like I'm stitching in all the black, as you can see. And yeah. So I'm pretty much always working on a stocking, so when I finish this one, I'll just be starting another one for another family member. But that's fine. I enjoy giving them, even though they're a lot of work. They're not always full coverage, though. I try and avoid those. Okay, the other thing I've worked on was my Art Deco blooms from World of Cross Stitching magazine. So I've showed these several times. I think last time I had just finished G and was maybe starting H. Oops. So these are them again. A, B, C, D, E, F, H, and I just got a little bit of a start on I. So these are being stitched on white perforated paper, and I have white linen stitched to the back of them so that you can't see carried threads through the holes of the perforated paper. And I'll be doing the whole alphabet and making magnets out of those. Like an upgraded grown-up version of alphabet magnets that everyone had. So the next thing I worked on there it is. Okay. So Gotham City, welcome to Gotham City. This is by Country Magic Stitch on Etsy. I think they also have a website, like countrymagicstitch.com. I got the pattern off of Etsy, but I think they have all the same patterns on their website. So this was a gift for somebody. And this is how far I've gotten. So it is full coverage, but it's only 15 colors. It's gonna fit, this is the whole top, so it's gonna fit in this Q-snap. And since there's only 15 colors, it's a lot of solid, there we go, okay. It's a lot of solid blocks of color. So it's actually going pretty fast because I only just put like one length of thread in this every couple days. So it's going pretty fast. And then the last thing I worked on is Autumn Beauties. This is a Fat Quarter Shop exclusive pattern. And I'm stitching it on 14 count Oatmeal Ada by Lori Holt in the Called For Classic Colorworks. Let's see. Okay, sorry, this way. Here we go. Okay, so last time I shared it, I had gotten all of the dark squares in the gingham border done. So I've gotten all the light gray, and now I'm working on the white in there. So that border is a little bit of a beast, but it's a lot of fun. Just kind of go with it because it's such an easy pattern. So, but I love that Oatmeal Ada. Yeah. So that is all I got. Plans. See. So next week, well, this week actually, I'm gonna be working on a new craft. So hint, hint. I've already started filming a video for that. It's not going to be labeled Flosstube. It's a different craft. I would say new, but it's not at all new. Not even new to me, but something I had not done since I was a very young child. So I'm excited. I'm kind of doing a video where I already filmed the unboxing part and showed what I got, what goodies I got. And then I'm gonna film myself doing some of it, and then after a week I'm gonna film just my overall view and impressions of the kits I got and any tips and tricks I pick up or come up with in that week. And then I'll put all those together. So I'm excited. I would love to do more videos like that. I love incorporating other crafts every once in a while. Cross stitch I have to do pretty much every day, but I love throwing in other things every once in a while. So if you ever have any crafts that you wanted to try, or you're out and about and you see kits, like I know Barnes & Noble has some really funky craft kits for both kids and adults that you don't want to spend your money on until you see someone like honestly review it. Let me know, because that just sounds like a lot of fun to me. So hopefully people enjoy that video. Like I said, I'm not going to name it Flosstube, so if you're not at all interested, it'll be really clearly titled when it does go up, probably in a couple of weeks. But yeah, so we're doing that for a week. Probably work on Autumn Beauties and probably a little bit more on the Gotham City piece, since, as I said, that's not really part of my rotation. I just kind of throw a length of floss in every once in a while. plan on working on that other mini, the welcome sign from the Cornwall Cottage booklet. And I don't know, probably either more of the letters, or I might pull out the baby quilt I was stitching. We'll see. But it'll be a surprise. Either way, some stitching will get done, and hopefully some fully finishing too. I just bought some supplies, so I'm ready to go, and I'm trying to put some time away to do a little bit of finishing every week. So that's the plans and the hopes and the goals, and I hope you all have a wonderful few weeks. And please, like I said, leave comments. Never be afraid to comment on my channel. I'd love to get to know you all, and if you ever have any questions about my stitching, about me, about other crafts, anything, just leave a comment, and I'm excited to continue this journey with y'all. Bye.